Hello and welcome back to a new episode of our worst equipment run in Ultimate General Civil War, and today we are going to fight the Battle of Antietam. I am very excited for this fight and I was able to equip our first corps with relatively good equipment. McHenry, Hunt, Tuttle, Porter and McCook have the Palmetto M1842, Kraft, Price and Iverson have the Springfield M1855, and Burnside as well as Meade have the Pattern 1853. Sedgwick has the Lawrence, and Force as well as Upton have the Springfield M1842. We're also going to bring our 2 units of Sharps snipers, as well as a battery of 6-pounder field guns, 2 batteries of 10-pounder ordnances, and 1 battery of 12-pounder howitzers. Our second corps is mostly armed with the Springfield M1842, but we have the exceptions under Nelson, who has the M1841 Mississippi, and Mahone, who has the Springfield M1855. And we have the Brigade of Darden with the Farmer Musket, and Drayton as well as Revere with the Report Farmer. This corps gets support by our Hunter Snipers, as well as our Shock Cavalry and our Skirmishing Cavalry. And they also field a battery of 6-pounder field guns, a battery of 12-pounder howitzers, and 2 batteries of 10-pounder ordnances. Last but not least, we have our third corps that is also mostly armed with the Springfield M1842, but we have Rath with the MJ&G Type 2, as well as Schirmer and Huss who have the Lawrence. This corps also fields a unit of Skirmishing Cavalry, so that we finally can get rid of those Cook and Brother Musketoons, as well as our Sharps Skirmishers. They lastly also field a battery of 6-pounder field guns, 2 batteries of 10-pounder ordnances, and 1 battery of 12-pounder howitzers. And if you take a look into the armory, you can see that we have 706 farmers and 597 report farmers, as well as 598 Springfield M1842 and 634 Palmetto M1842 still in stock, but those are not enough to equip a brigade with it. Within our skirmishing equipment we have 35 Hunters and 14 Sharps Model 1855. And in our cavalry equipment we finally got rid of those Cook and Brothers, and I think I'm soon going to sell those swords because I do not think that we are ever going to capture any more of those. And within our artillery we are still only able to field our starting equipment, and we even had to downsize our 10-pounder Parrot battery back to 10-pounder ordnances. And the career point from our last battle was invested into medicine so that we can restore 8% of our losses. In this fight, the Confederates are going to field over 73,000 soldiers and 169 artillery pieces, and our first and second corps, who are going to carry out the majority of the fighting, number roughly 65,400 soldiers and 137 guns. But once our third corps comes in, we have over 99,000 soldiers and 205 artillery pieces ready to crush our enemy. The Confederates have chosen to face our army near the town of Sharpsburg. The nearest bridge to the town will probably be very well defended. Act with caution. Most likely the Confederates have their right flank anchored here. We can cross Antietam Creek using several other passages, but there is danger of Confederate ambush or an artillery bombardment from the nearby hills. The safest route to the town and the Confederate defensive line is from the north. From here we can launch our first assault in safety. The Rebels have possibly hidden forces behind this hill, so we may need to secure it first. Confederate infantry has been detected hiding in these woods. The Confederate lines probably stretch through these woods to the east. The area around the church commands their left flank and center. Reconnaissance found that the Confederate center holds the sunken road and is heavily defended with several artillery batteries. The town is covered all the way to the west by the Potomac River. If we manage to block this road, the Confederates will be cut off from their reinforcements and we will have chances to surround and completely destroy them. Our divisions are preparing to attack at dawn. Brace yourself, General, it is going to be a hard fight. The first attack wave will advance south. These woods are defended by Confederate infantry, their numbers are unknown. It would be a good idea to secure this hill, which can become a dangerous artillery platform for the Confederates. Our main goal is to capture the Dunker Church area, which will allow our forces to further advance towards the town and the Confederate center. The rebel positions are going to be reinforced continuously from the south, so we need to act fast and gain the momentum. General, if you meet stiff resistance, you are advised to establish a strong defensive position and wait for the rest of our forces, which will arrive in about 2 hours. The battle can begin and our forces are rushing into position. 3 of our brigades are going to fortify this area and find out where the enemy center is, while 2 brigades together with our snipers are going to advance over here, take the hill and deploy our 10-pounders on the flank of the enemy. My hope is that with this fire support we are able to drive the enemy away rather quickly. Our 6-pounders are going to be maintained in our center and are going to push up alongside this route once we have found the enemy. I'm certain they're going to have forces on those fences and over here. I'm not so sure if they're going to have something on that hill though. Our skirmish line has made it towards the hill. Let's send them forward a little bit more. Craft can move up over here and we have Munford's cavalry in the area. Sharps, get ready. Porter skirmishers also get ready. We are going to open up a salvo on those cavalrymen and hope we can draw them in. Down here we have found the Louisiana Tigers who are opening up on Craft's skirmishers. And we see a charge of the Stonewall Brigade. Craft skirmishers, you can fall back. Tuttle and Craft on the double. It is time to greet the enemy. McCook, you're going to go over here. 6-pounders are getting ready. And we are able to harass Munford. Let's get these boys forward. And our 10-pounders can also move up. The Stonewall Brigade is now in contact with our forces. Let's get Craft up. Tuttle, you're going to push up. You do not need to run anymore. Tuttle skirmishers, I want you on our flank over here. There is cavalry coming up. McCook, you can open fire. Sharps, you can fall back. Come on, let me pick them. Porter, move up on the double. McCook is coming up and we have now received some reinforcements. Porter skirmishers are holding their ground pretty well. Tuttle is about to get into contact. Hunt, can you open fire? Not yet. Double time it. This is a massive volley on Tuttle, but he's able to outkill Stark. And now Hunt is arriving on his flank. Our reinforcements, I'm going to send them over here. We are going to disperse them from there. Our Sharps can move up over on this direction. McCook skirmishers, you are going to move down. Our Sharps can move up on this flank. Porter, you're going to make sure that this area is secure. Our 10-pounders are setting up. McCook, I want you to find out where the enemy is. We found enemy artillery on this line. The Stonewall Brigade is willing to charge once more. 6-pounders get closer. Tuttle, you're going to wheel around and hit Warren. Hunt, you're going to push forward and these guys are going to make sure that there are no nasty surprises on our flank. McHenry, I also want you on our flank. And we see Early pushing up. Hunt is preparing to fight. Very good. These cavalrymen are falling back. Porter skirmishers have been repelled. McCook skirmishers, you're going to pull up over here. What would happen if we send Porter forward in these woods and McCook forward over here. Maybe we can deliver a quick hit on the end. 10 pounders, you can start shelling enemy artillery lines. Craft skirmishers move up over here. Craft is in danger. Our 6 pounders are opening up though, and Tuttle should also be able to open fire on the enemy flank. Hunt is able to hit early while he is trying to entrench. Tuttle skirmishers and Hunt skirmishers, you can push up even further. Meat, I also want you over here. These boys are coming up. These 10 pounders are also going to be deployed over here. And a McCook on the double so that you can hit Pelham. And get closer. If possible, I want you to rush through those enemy lines. Porter is able to hit enemy cavalry positions. So let's get our skirmishers down. McCook skirmishers are going to hold their ground. Sharps have helped to drive away the Stonewall Brigade. Craft skirmishers can reattach. Tuttle and Craft, you can push up over here. Hunt is eating rocks. Tuttle, move forward on the enemy flank. Hunt skirmishers also prepare. McHenry and Meade on the double. McCook is about to reach Pelham. Let's order him to charge. He is, without a doubt, going to take a lot of casualties here. Munford's cavalry has been hit once more. Our 10 pounders are going to hit enemy artillery lines. McHenry is about to reach the enemy flank. Meade, you are going to hit the enemy flank over here. You do not need to run anymore. Do not completely exhaust yourself. Price and Iverson, as well as Burnside, are going to push up where McCook has already broken enemy lines. McCook can continue to move forward to the enemy artillery. Porter, you're going to move forward. Sharps have hit Munford. These Sharps need to push up. Tassel and Craft are able to hit the Louisiana Tigers, but they are still in relatively good shape. Tuttle skirmishers are taking damage, but Stark was routed. This is very good. 6 pounders, you're going to push up. General, get down. Supplies, get down. These supplies also need to follow the front. And McCook, the absolute madman, was able to break through. He is about to reload. Wonderful volley, very good. Oh yes, there is the first enemy battery destroyed. Come on, push up, push up, push up. I know you're exhausted, you're taking fire from an enemy flank. And I think Porter needs to hold down here. Porter skirmishers also hold, so that when the enemy gets reinforcements, we can still answer them. McCook open up on Pelham. Once again routing these batteries, now try to rush through their lines. McHenry try to get on Warren's flank. Early is still holding us back. Hunt already took 270 casualties. 6 pounders open up on the Stonewall Brigade. McHenry is preparing. Come on. Wonderful volley on Warren. Meade, get in action. Hunt skirmishers, can you get down just a little bit more? And we see Hampton is somewhere down here. Sharps, move forward on the Louisiana Tigers, and these forces, you are getting into the woods. McCook, you absolute legend of a man. Can you get further into the enemy rear? Porter, take aim at Hampton. Good volley, good volley. Hampton is not defeated. It was not a completely devastating volley, but it was definitely a good one. McHenry, open up on the flank of Warren. Early is defending his ground rather well. The Louisiana Tigers are also defending rather well, but now our Sharps are also in action. Let's hope this is going to break their flank. Down here Hampton is coming up once more. And McCook is almost at the church. Artillery fire is continuing. Burnside is coming up on the enemy flank. Price and Iverson, I need you to help McCook. We see that Stark is charging over the entire field because our north is still relatively held back. Warren is down to 900 men. Our skirmishers over here might need to fall back as Stark is closing in. Yeah, let's order him to fall back so that Stark runs out of breath. Very good. Stark has stopped. The Louisiana Tigers are routed. Everyone, push forward. Sharps, push down. Burnside, push down. And McCook has found Shoemaker. Devastating volley, but we are still in the fight. Sharps, shift. Porter, rush down. Porter on the double. We have captured Hampton. And he has the Remington M1861. Very good weapon. These cavalrymen have broken. Porter, you're going to fall back. Sharps, you're falling back. Porter, fall back. Brigadier General McCook has been killed in the fight against the artillery. Price and Iverson on the double. Burnside on this flank on the double. Stonewall Brigade is trying to plug this hole. Hunt, push forward. 6-pounders, push forward. Swallow, get down. General Trash Panda also get down. Warren is still holding even though we are hitting his flank very hard. And McCook's men are once more trying to rush through the lines of the enemy. Price and Iverson, you can now stop running. We see enemy forces trying to reinforce. Burnside is pushing up on Douglas. The Stonewall Brigade has been driven away. Everyone push forward. Our next target is Walker. Or in the case of Hunt, it is the rear of Warren. Hood's division is approaching from the south on the rear of Price and McCook. Price, double time it. You need to hold out here. Iverson on the Louisiana Tigers. McCook is driving away Shoemaker. But we do not have a lot of support here. Let's hope McCook can hold. Price, hold your ground. Open fire. 10-pounders, shoot down here. These 10-pounders need to push up. The Texas Brigade is pushing forward. Porter, I want you in the woods. It doesn't look like they are trying to attack these hills. And we need to buy time for our forces. Price is in deadly melee, but it looks like he is able to outkill our enemy. McCook has been routed. And down here, Dark is blocking the field of Douglas. Because of that, Burnside is now in melee. Craft and Tuttle, you're going to extend our flank. Walker is about to break. McHenry, push forward. Warren has finally broken. Let's extend our flank over here as well. 6-pounders, you're going to push up once more. And Price has been beaten back. Porter is about to open up on the Texas Brigade. Iverson, fall back, fall back. McCook is in the rear of the enemy. He is in a deadly struggle. We now need to set up Iverson so that he can open fire on the Texas Brigade. Kraft is coming up. Let's send them over here. Iverson is getting flanked. He is taking many casualties. Let's order him to move over here again. Burnside took massive casualties because of an unnecessary melee attack. Our 6-pounders are taking some damage. Hunt, move forward on Douglas. And down here McCook is once more fighting against Shoemaker, but Early is coming up. We are unfortunately unable to support him. These 10-pounders need to move up. These 10-pounders open fire on the Texas Brigade. Porter's able to open up on the flank of the Texas Brigade. McCook, open up on Early. Maybe you can stop him. Kraft is battling Walker. Iverson is about to fall back again. Over here, Warren got routed. Now everyone focus on Douglas. And we are now ordered to attack the sunken road. The first wave revealed the Confederate intentions to hold their line and defend the town. Now we can send the rest of our forces down the valley. Dunker Church must be held to clear the left flank of the Confederates. This sunken road is an important position. The rebels will probably defend it with strong forces. We should advance and push them away. We have forces waiting on this side of the river. We can use them to arrest the Confederates' right flank. According to our reconnaissance, the rebels have more forces available. Act with caution. We do not know if they are held in reserve or still en route from Harper's Ferry. General, act with caution. The fight begins and we are immediately in massive Problems. McCook is getting outflanked and rear flanked over here. This is terrible for him. Price is also withdrawn into the enemy rear. Iverson is in a melee and is about to rout. Kraft is falling back. Over here we are at least able to fight off Douglas. And we are now finally receiving some fresh and much needed reinforcements. One of our brigades that we have received as reinforcements is going to attack the enemy side over here, while the rest is going to move up over on this side. We have taken many casualties in this chaotic fight over here because of the enemy reinforcements and already suffered 12% casualty. What hurts the most is that those forces that are now bleeding are our elite forces, and they did not have an option to shine yet. McCook is falling back. Price has already taken 300 casualties and needs to fall back from here as well. The Texas Brigade is luckily getting into massive troubles, and it looks like we are able to cross the river unopposed. Rath is going to hold our back. The 6-pounders are pushing up. Blume skirmishers can stay behind. It doesn't look like the enemy has even spotted us crossing. Enemy supplies are in our rear. Let's get Hunt's skirmishers over there. And over here we are going to push up. McCook has taken over 700 casualties, but he is still fighting. Elvison took over 300. Law's in the area. Kraft is opening up on the flank of Walker. Tuttle is routed. And we are now receiving even more reinforcements. Very good. There is General Grant with our 2nd Corps. I'm going to give all of them a second to get on the battlefield. And over here we have been almost over the river. Let's push the boys up. Blume skirmishers, you're going to hold this flank down here. Price is on the battlefield. More enemy reinforcements are coming in. Let's order him into the cover of those woods. Maybe he can get on the rear of Law. Porter, you're going to push up. Iverson, you're going to push up. We have more snipers over here. Let's get them in this hole. These boys also need to push forward. Our 6-pounders have taken 36 casualties and more rebels have been spotted. Porter, you're going to hold your ground. Price, I do not think that Price is going to make it out of here. McCook is now wavering as I try to withdraw him, but our 2nd Corps is making it onto the field. We are going to advance all of them over here. As soon as the rest of our forces arrive, we should have an easy time overrunning them. Walker's division is now moving close to the Dunkirk Church area and Price is just getting massacred. Oh my god. Porter, can you push up to Frobel? These 10-pounders can push up. These 10-pounders open up on Law. And if possible, I want Blume skirmishers to take care of this vantage point. Yeah, Price is now sandwiched and basically surrounded from all sides. Porter, close the distance and push up. Price is down to 900 soldiers. This is just so unlucky. McCook is still wavering. Hunt is now, or was wavering. Let's order him to get into the cover of those woods. Tuttle, open up on Anderson. Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if Price surrenders. Sharps, open up on the Louisiana Tigers if somehow possible. Hampton is now going to face Warren. Douglas is also in the area. Blume and Rath, you're going to push up over here. Pleasanton, you're going to move up over here. 6-pounders, get ready to blast these enemies away. And I want our shock cavalry to raid those supplies. These soldiers are still coming up. And finally, Cedric is going to reinforce our center. Porter is hunting down Frobel. The destruction of enemy artillery early on is definitely going to help us. We are now securing the Dunkirk Church. Thanks to Price, who is still retreating. McRae is coming up. McCook, get ready. Blume, open up. Our hunter snipers can open up on the flank of Warren. Rath, you're going to set up over here. and these guys are going to set up over here. Supplies have surrendered. Let's send them down to this flank. These skirmishers can reattach. Shock Heavy can go down. Grant can go down. And Anderson's division is now coming up for another attack. Let's get supplies to these men. And we must secure the area of the sunken road. Porter, you're going to be a lookout over here. These boys need to push up. These 10-pounders need to push up. This is a way too chaotic fight for my liking. Lyle, get forward. Tuttle and Price get forward. And we are now ordered to pass the bridge. It seems the rebels have deployed their army to counter our frontal assault. We can now attempt to pass the stone bridge and flank them. The city of Sharpsburg must be secured to claim a victory today. Additionally, we cannot allow the rebels to gain Dunker Church area or Sunken Road. Clearing the perimeter around the city will allow us to completely surround the rebel army and destroy them. Okay, to our south we have a little crossing over here that we might exploit. Skirmishers are rushing up to find out if the area is safe, and 10-pounders are going to set up on this vantage point. We can see that more enemy forces are coming up, meaning that these guys need to prepare to stop the enemy assault. Bloomy, you need to focus your fire over here. Our hunters are making good work over here, but we are so far not in the best fighting position. McHook has taken over 800 casualties. Iverson is now also bleeding heavily. Maybe he can get Hamilton's artillery. Burnside is working through the enemy lines. And finally Sedgwick is coming up. 10-pounders are also now opening up on the enemy. Tuttle and Price, get a move on. Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Hampton is wounded and we have secured the stone bridge. We have enemy forces in the area. But other than that, our skirmishers were able to cross relatively uncontested. Now let's also get these boys forward. These 12-pounders are setting up. And we have more artillery. We have 10-pounders over here, able to open up on the flank of the enemy over here. These guys from our shock skirmishing cavalry can also try to cross. And so far I do not know what we can make of this situation. Hunters open up on the flank. Nope, you are not in range. We have the absolute numerical superiority over the enemy, but we simply struggle to get the boys in. Porter, you have regained your vigor on the double. Try to get the flank of Hamilton. Price is taken over 800 casualties. I'm ordering him to retreat from the battlefield. This was a complete waste of lives. McHenry was repelled. Price is on the field. Very good. Let's get him forward. Meade is opening up fire on the enemy. McCook also, you can rout from the enemy. We are now getting more boys in that are trying to get on the enemy flank. Very good. We are taking fire from down here. Let's send some of our boys forward. Kite is moving up. How is the situation over here looking? Well, it looks relatively safe. Come on, boys, prepare to push. Huss and Sherman also get ready. Our skirmishing cavalry was also able to push. They are now going to secure the rear of our lines. These sharp skirmishers are going to get around as well. And over here, Porter is in a deadly fight against the Louisiana Tigers and the remnants of Hamilton's artillery. Sedgwick, push up. Iverson, you have taken over 500 casualties. Still, you cannot rush from the field. Barksdale is there. We are going to get rid of him. Brigadier General Edward Upton is wounded. We are losing a lot of generals in this fight. McHenry, get forward. 6-pounders and sharps open up on the flank of Manning, and Tuttle finally secure the Dunker Church. Edward Scales and this other Scales move up over here. Shock cavalry into the enemy side. We are finally able to use our manpower advantage. Over here, these skirmishers have been repelled. Let's get Rat forward. Sharp skirmishers. Buy some time for our soldiers. Bidwell on the double to get on the flank of Armistead. Frank, push up over here. The enemy is sending forces down, but we are now going to use their defensive lines against them. Our skirmishing cavalry is falling back. 10 pounders open up over here. Our sharp skirmishers have been repelled. Not that it would matter too much. Over here we are receiving more and more reinforcements, but they're going to take forever to arrive. Skirmishing cavalry over here. Hunt skirmishers. You can reattach if possible. An enemy charge is setting up. Let's get Sedgwick prepared to greet Sanders. Iverson move up. Barksdale is going to fall back. And over here Blume is going to be greeted by Stark. Pleasanton is falling back. Rat on the double. Get out of there. Nelson, you're going to get down. Extend our flank. Scales, push up on the sunken road. Upton is getting routed. Kite, you're going to get into the gap. Edwards, push up on Ripley. Scales, push up. And over here Rat has been unable to regain his vigor. Bidwell is opening up on Armistead. Frank, hold your ground. Do not shift. More enemy forces are coming up over here. They're going to annihilate our skirmishing cavalry. Let's get more men down here. We are struggling in this fight to set our lines up. Brigadier General Friend Hexamer is now wounded. Okay, over here our line is holding once more. Scales, push up. These 12 pounders and 6 pounders push up as well. And I want me to push up on Pearson. Over here on Colquitt. These forces under McHenry and Hunt also have to push forward. We have finally secured the area around these woods. So let's get our boys up. These sharps need to push up over here. We have more enemy artillery. 10 pounders, move down. Lyle, move down. These 10 pounders also keep up. Finally reinforcements are going to arrive. But I wonder if they're going to arrive in time. Rat, get forward on semis. How is the situation in the south looking? We have repelled the enemy over here. Now let's get our forces forward. Huss on the double. Hexamer skirmishers can reattach. These sharp skirmishers can go up over here. And our skirmishing cavalry took over 147 casualties. 2 hours remaining. We are now getting attacked heavily on our right flank. Let's get Blume skirmishers to reattach and Blume down here. And down here Kite got repelled. Finally Ripley is running away. Kite is getting flanked over here. Come on boys, what are you doing? Nothing it appears like. Mead, you're going to charge in to occupy the attention of Colquitt. And the enemy is able to build up a defensive line over here. Let's get these boys forward just a little bit more. Hunton, you're going to get on posse. Skirmishing cavalry, you're also going to attack. These 10 pounders can push up. Sanders is still fighting. Sharps open up on his... You're blocked. Okay, move further on his flank then. And these guys need to move forward. We have taken so many casualties in this battle. And the enemy is holding remarkably well. Over here our boys are once more running away. Kite, move forward. Rat is getting defeated over here. We have found Brown's artillery. Let's get Hexamer skirmishers on them as well. Our 10 pounders are beginning to set up. We have secured this flank. Let's get these guys forward. Sherman and Frank, you're going to attack Walker. 12 pounder howitzers, move up. These 10 pounders open up over here. Sherman, move forward as well. Kite on the double. I have the feeling that our soldiers are moving very, very slow. Edwards, move forward. Mahone, attack. Mead, get ready again. Some of our guns are running out of ammunition. There is Swallow. Let's get him closer. We have Hardins and Dardins supplies also in the area. And you three finally double time it. Enemy artillery is over there. We need to take it out. Croft needs to take Ripley. Burnside also attack Ripley. Iverson, you finally have the chance to take some revenge. You're going to get Jones. The enemy is blopping up over here, but so far we have not been able to accomplish much. Brown's artillery is still on the field. Let's get our 10-pounders on it to keep them routed. Hexamer is getting flanked by those guns. Hexamer skirmishers also attack Brown's artillery. Sherman try to get around them. And for some reason Posse is behind us. Haas, you're going to push inland. Skirmishers attack. These guys need to push forward. Sedgwick, push up. Porter, push down. Iverson, get on the enemy flank. Sharps, try to find out what is in the town. Rath, move forward. Pleasanton, move forward. Nelson, try to get in this gap. Kite, move forward. Bloomer, move forward. Another enemy charge is getting prepared. We are finally breaking Colquitt. Come on, everyone, get in. Mahone, open up on Anderson. This kind needs to move down. Upton, move up over here. And still some of our forces are en route. Let's try to get them somewhere over here prepared. Porter, you're going to attack. Iverson, double time it, get down. Try to get those guns before they tear you apart completely. Down here, our Sharps and our skirmishing cavalry are hopefully able to keep this unit at bay. We can see some Confederates running, and we can now start to push on the town from the south. You guys all push up, push up, push up. Brown is almost destroyed. Hexamer skirmishers, keep up the pace. And over here we need to push up. Ripley is coming up. Croft, do not engage so quickly. Tuttle, move forward. McHenry and Force, move forward. Scales is routed. Upton, come up here. This Scales is also running. Kite, try to get down and plug this hole. 6-pounders on Kemper. Kite on Pryor. And Rath, try to anchor our... Try to get on Anderson. We are now securing the sunken road. And I'm also going to order all of these soldiers to move on the double 12-pounders and 10-pounders. Try to keep up with the men. We know that there's an entire enemy brigade behind our lines. Haas, move forward. These Sharps, move up on Jones. Iverson got repelled once more. Porter, try to get forward. Darden and Drayton are finally coming up. Move up over here as well. These boys need to move up over here. Croft is able to get on the flank of Walker. Hampton is running. Kite is flanked. Come on, you just need to shoot the enemy that is in front of you. It cannot be this hard. Can we get General Grant down here? We have another Walker in the area. Garnett over here is running, and Huss is about to get into the town. Let's try to get everyone forward. And down here, Posse is coming up. Let's give our soldiers the hold command. Sharps, why are you rear flanked? I gave you the specific order to guard the crossing. And every one of you, hold your ground. Stop Posse at all costs. And why the hell is Brown still alive? He only has 56 men remaining. clear him out already. Kite, move forward. Scales, open fire. McHenry, move forward. Revere, push up. I'm now trying to overtake our weekend lines with our reinforcements. Let's get them forward and into the town. There's Garnet getting routed. We are about to encircle the city. Hexamer, push up. Our forces are really struggling, but now we are finally pushing back the enemy. Force set up over here. These boys can stay behind, and it doesn't look like our skirmishing and shock cavalry could do a lot in this battle. We are able to surround some supplies and force them to surrender, but they are already empty. Let's get these guys forward as well. Come on, boys, we now have the option to try and destroy the enemy. Major General Karl Korb is wounded. So far our boys are holding against Possing. And we are securing Scharsburg. 15 minutes, then this fight is going to be over. And we are now finally able to encircle the enemy. Garfield on the double. Drayton, move up over here. Sedgwick, move in. Shermer, push up. Frank, push up. Bidwell, move a little bit closer. Hexamer skirmishers, reattach if possible. Shock cavalry, get ready to charge Evans if necessary. And I want these 12 pounders and 6 pounders to get closer. Very good. Evans is running away. Keep up the pressure, boys. Keep up the pressure. Major William Nelson is destroying Braxton. And there are more artillery pieces from the enemy. Braxton is not going to hold out a long time if this pressure stands up. But we are sending more forces up to deal with that. Bidwell, you're also going to shift. Come on. Pleasanton, move forward. The Stonewall Brigade is almost destroyed. 300 men remaining. Edwards, push down, push down, push down. Force, you're going to overtake McHenry. Hunt, you're going to overtake Tuttle. And Rivera, you're also going to push up. Garfield, you're going to push up. Drayton, move up behind them. We can now shoot them like fish in the barrel. Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Rath is killed. This is a truly devastating battle for our officers. Nelson, fall back. Kite is going to overtake you. This kite can also move up. And AP Hill's forces are threatening our extreme left. Of course, they're coming up where our entire artillery line is. Let's send the boys from the city down. And let's order them to do that on the double if possible. Brigadier General Alfred Pleasanton is wounded. Come on, boys, on the double. Hoffman, you're going to hold the town. There's Archer. 12 pounders. Buy us some time. And it looks like we have repelled the enemy from here. I do not think that they have completely broken. Come on, everyone, move forward. Over here, the enemy is trying to break out. Bidwell was repelled. Shermer, get in that hole. Garfield, open up on the flank of Walker. Come on. Our artillery is getting torn to bits. Let's get these boys in. You over here, why are you not running? Come on. We see some more Confederates running over here. Shermer is now getting in. Drayton, I'm also going to send you down. And even though we have them surrounded, they are putting up a massive fight. Blumer has also taken about 1,000 casualties. And I wish this would finally cause a mass rout in the enemy lines. Sharps get around their side. Walker's artillery is a problem. We are going to get Hunton straight forward on them before Penrose breaks, hopefully. And now our 10-pounders are getting shredded. Luckily we are able to replace those losses. Hunton, good volley. Now charge him down. Over here we are going to send some more forces into the town just to be safe, and Pleasanton has been repaired as well as Blume and Rath. Rath is down to 600 men. Come on. Yes, Pleasanton is back in action and he is now able to shift his fire on the flank of Cunning. Bidwell also push up again. Hunton is getting rid of Walker and we need Penrose to push up on Branch. These 12-pounders are opening up on Archer. These supplies are retreating behind our lines. Let's get these 10-pounders back if somehow possible. 3 more minutes. Maybe we are going to finish off this pocket, but it looks like the Confederates can fight forever. Our 12-pounders are now getting hit once more. I think we can say adieu to those batteries. And finally, this bloodbath is over. We entered this battle with over 91,000 infantrymen and 1,500 cavalrymen, as well as 205 artillery pieces. And during this bloody battle we have lost over 23,400 of our infantry, 20 artillery pieces and 1 of our cavalrymen. On the Confederate side, however, they had 67,200 infantry, 1,200 cavalry and 169 guns. After this day of intense fighting, they have lost over 27,100 of their infantry, 101 artillery pieces and 742 of their cavalry. 480 of their soldiers surrendered. Casualties were high and resistance was stiff, but we were able to achieve victory. And the best unit on the battlefield was Kraft with 1,700 kills, followed by Scales with 1,600 and McHenry with 1,300. Our losses are led by Blume with over 1,300 casualties, followed by Cat with 1,300 and Kraft with 1,200. Within our officer corps, the Brigadier General Marvin McCook was killed. The same goes for Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Rath. And Major General Carl Cobb got wounded, as well as the Brigadier Generals Edward Upton, Alfred Pleasanton and Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Hampton. Last but not least, Captain Roberto Wagner and Frank Hexemer have been wounded. But we are also able to celebrate some promotions. These include Brigadier General William Sherman, who is now a Major General, as well as Andrew Porter and Israel Kitching, who are now also Major Generals. In this battle, we were able to rescue 4 of our 10-pounder ordnances and capture 5 more. We got 10 12-pounder Napoleons, 182 Remington M1861, 12 6-pounder field guns, 4,500 Harper's Ferry M1855, and 1,022 pattern 1853 Enfield. We were also able to rescue 78 Cook and Brothers, 257 Report Farmers and 24 Farmers. Last but not least, we got 2 more career points, 25 reputation, $500,000 and 20,000 fresh recruits. We have also been gifted with a regiment of the Iron Brigade, and the 480 prisoners we took got exchanged for 929 additional recruits. Our first corps got absolutely devastated, and I'm particularly sad about the losses of Price and Iverson. They are some of our best equipped and most experienced forces and were unable to really do much in this battle. Within our second corps, the losses haven't been that high. In this corps, Nelson has suffered the worst. And in our third corps, we also have massive casualties. The Brigade of Wraith almost broke. He is down to 770 soldiers, and our skirmishing cavalry has also seen a lot better days. And this battery of 12-pounder howitzers has also almost been annihilated. But still, we came out of this battle victorious and stronger than before. In the next episode, we are going to fight in the Battle of Perryville, and we will have to slowly prepare ourselves for the Battle of Fredericksburg. But this has to be it for now. I thank you all for watching, and until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.